Hey guys, it's Jeremy at Online Broadcast Blueprint. I wanted to do a quick follow up to yesterday for a couple reasons. First, I forgot to mention some things. One is that my Radio Valley email address got hacked a few weeks ago. It was a mess. You get what you pay for, right? I was using one of these free email providers and they shut my account down. And I literally, for a week, they kept telling me contact customers. Dude, I contacted customer support over and over and over, and it was literally like 7 days till someone got back with me and they opened my account. I was just getting hammered by bots and stuff. Anyways, to make a long story short, I just shut that down. Not going to mess with it. So I have a new email address for my Radio Valley radio station, which is also the email address I use here. If you want to reach me, the new email address is below. I'm just using Gmail, right? Radio Valley MT for Montana, Radio Valley MT at gmail.com. Use that email address if you need to reach me. And I get lots of emails, which is wonderful. I love getting those emails, and I try to respond to every single one. I do respond to every single one, actually. So that's the new email address. And another little update, my other station, Classic Guitar Rock Radio, we're in the process of migrating that over to Radio DJ also. So Radio Valley is already on Radio DJ, and then Classic Guitar Rock Radio will be on Radio DJ as well. We have an official start date of 8/14, not 8/14. Yes, 8/14, August 14th. Not true. September 14th. Sorry. September 14th is when we'll finally turn on the Radio DJ full time. Now we're testing. So if you tune in to Classic Guitar Rock Radio, in fact, go to our website, classicguitarrock.net. There's a link right to the radio station. You'll hear us fiddling around. In fact, Rich and I have done a live show, a live broadcast, a test show here about a week ago, and it went really well. And that's one of the great things about using an automation system. You can go live, right? We're going to be able to go live and do some live shows. It'll be fun. So we're looking forward to that. September 14th, the big kickoff for that. Why am I setting it out so far? Because I got a ton of work to do still. I've got music to upload. I've got all the current setup on my Radio DJ only has about half the music we normally play. So I got to get all this music moved over and just set everything up. And of course I have a full-time job, so I only have so much time to work on it. But September 14th, you'll be able to check out Classic Guitar Rock Radio. There's a big difference when you're using Radio DJ and stereo tools versus Live 365, just using Live 365. And I don't mean to be picking on Live 365. It's a great platform. That's why I use it. But in terms of the audio sound, it just will sound more like a real radio station using Radio DJ and stereo tools. It just sounds like a real radio station. Anyways, September 14th is when we'll kick off on that. Now, related to that, yesterday, my video was showing you how to prep a song or a music file for Live 365. One of the beefs about Live 365 is there's really no audio control. There's a very simple mix control where you can set based on time, which not a good way to do it. That's really the only type of option they give you to control anything about the sound, which is a shortcoming of the platform, in my opinion. So what that means is Radio DJ, as I mentioned yesterday, they just play file to file, right? They play the entire file. If there's dead air in the file, they're going to play the dead air, right? The levels are all over the place. Depending, you might have a song that's really quiet, another one that's really loud. It's just going to play all that. There's no type of control on Live 365 for that. I was showing you yesterday how to do that one song at a time just using Audacity, which is a free download. And by the way, my focus is on sharing free stuff. Okay. I'm not talking about stuff that's going to cost a lot of money. I try and talk about things that are free or very low cost. Well, I got a great comment from Steve Hart yesterday. And Steve, thank you for watching and thanks for the comment. I appreciate this. He says, sorry, but you are doing this the long way. There are a few apps that will do all you described automatically using bulk conversion, including removing silences and volume leveling. I also highly recommend using Reaper for bulk file management. Remove silence, add compression, and limiting to taste, all done in bulk. Steve, thank you. Now, I got to be honest. I knew that there were apps available to do that. I assumed that they were expensive. I just did a quick check of Reaper, and there's a free download, what do they call it? A demo download, when you can try it out for a while, which would let you do this. I don't know how much Reaper costs if you want to get the full license. No, I don't know about that. So yes, what Steve says is way smarter. Get an app that will let you do it in bulk, right? So you're not doing it one song at a time like I did, right? However, I'm glad I posted that yesterday because you kind of see the manual process of what happens. But to Steve's point, if there's an app that does it all in once, in bulk, 100 files at a time or whatever, yeah, that's way better. It's way better. So look into that. I'm going to look into that because as I am in the process of moving literally over 1,000 songs into Radio DJ, dude, yeah, I really need to look at that, especially if it lets you add compression and limiting all at once. That's sweet. So I'm going to be looking at that. And guys, I'm learning this stuff like you are. So I appreciate the input from Steve. That's how we learn, right? We learn from other people. And Steve, I appreciate you watching the channel and I appreciate you sharing that. And I'm going to be digging into Reaper or other apps. In fact, if there's other apps that any of you recommend, post in the comments and I'll share that as well. Because yeah, that's going to save a ton of time if you can do 100 or 1,000 files at a time or whatever. Way better, way better. So Steve, thank you so much for your comment. Thank you all for watching. And again, shoot me an email if you have any questions or comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. RadioValleyMT@gmail.com. RadioValleyMT@gmail.com. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.